Oh my God, wow. I love your look. Wow, you look so fabulous. What's your name?
Thank you.
My name is Devon.
Hi, Devon. I'm purely Patricia.
Wow, you're so cool.
Thank you.
I'm a portrait artist. I would love to paint your portrait if you have time.
I have time. I would love to have my
Really?
portrait. Are you
Oh
kidding
my
me?
God, I would love to paint
How
this.
flattering would that be?
What's your name and what's one of your biggest dreams in life?
Patricia, any dream that I've ever had was unplanned. An example of that would be when I climbed a 14,000-foot mountain. But you know, you have to face your fears and do things that, you know, will help you progress in your life. And so, hi everybody.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
Hi.
And I made it to this top of this 14,000-foot mountain, and I looked at it and I said, this is a dream come true. Another dream that came true was I model, and I've been on the covers of magazines. I went on a photo shoot and I said hi to the photographer and the director, and I said, you know, I never see where my photos are going to be.
Yeah.
Where is this going to be? And she said, oh, she said, you're going to be on a billboard in Times Square.
Wow, no
And
way.
I said, Times Square, my knees like got weak. I mean, my former husband even saw me and wrote to me. He said, is that you in Times Square? And I said, it was. So you can't always plan when your dreams are going to come true. You have to go out and you have to live your life, and that's how things happen.
So where'd you grow up?
I'm from Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island?
Yeah, the smallest state in the Union. Here I am sitting in my den in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and what do I want to be? Miss America. And so I was dreaming really young. I wanted to be Miss America, and the reason being is because of the tiaras and the crowns. And
When did you come to New York?
well, I was in the cosmetic industry, and they brought me to New York, and I became responsible for the displays and the training of all the beauty advisors on Fifth Avenue for that company.
Wow, that's so cool. Do you still do cosmetics?
I'm an interior designer now. That's how I earn my living.
So cool. I love the lip shape. When did you start doing that?
That I started doing in college.
Yeah, it's like a cool signature. I love your whole style, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Devon.
So cool. Can you
Thank
tell me a bit about what you're wearing?
Well, I'm an assemblage artist, so I'm the canvas, and my dressing room is the palette, and I pick and choose. This was an all-white lace layer on layer skirt, and I spray painted it. So underneath that, I made another one to pump it up a notch.
Wow.
And then my stockings, and I did my shoes also.
Can you tell me about this headpiece?
My headpiece is by Nene Kay.
Yeah.
She's from Georgia, not the state Georgia, the country Georgia, outside of Russia. And this is all hand crocheted. You know, I love her things. I wanted a little edgy looking. I said, give me some spikes.
Nice.
So this is like feminine spikes.
I love it. How long does it take you to get dressed?
10 minutes.
Wow.
No, it takes me a little longer if I have like a glitch, you know, or something like that. But usually I'm not looking in a mirror. I'm not really thinking about it. And I always look in the mirror before I go out into the world, New York City. I go, wow, Patricia, what were you thinking? And then I just put that thought away and I go out. I love to be colorful. I'm like a colorful person living in a beige world. I hope I don't offend anybody, but when you look at the world, everybody wants to disappear. And if you want to prepare yourself to meet people and engage with people in New York City, there couldn't be a better place to live. You know, you can't look like this and not be a nice person, right? I don't want to say.
No, yeah, for sure.
One woman said, don't stare at the lady, it's not polite. And I said, well, if I was your daughter, I would be staring at me too. So,
yeah, so
you know.
true. Who inspires you in fashion?
I inspire myself. I don't wear designer clothes. I mean, I do love Japanese clothes. I must say, I wear Comme des Garçons because they're so exaggerated.
Yeah.
But I buy basic foundational sculptural pieces, and then I love to embellish them.
You go to Japan ever?
No, I'm dying to go to Japan,
Yeah,
and
you should
it
go.
seems to be very popular. I would like
It's
to
so
go.
popular now, right? We
Yeah.
went last year, me and my friend Albert. We painted watercolors all over the city. That was why I introduced my series, and they like sell out so fast. So I'm trying to do watercolors all around the world.
My favorite country was Morocco. I love countries where there's strong culture and people are actually not walking around in jeans and t-shirts and want to look like people somewhere else.
Trying to go to like every country in the world. Hopefully one day it happens.
It's wonderful. There's so many interesting things in this world to see and to do, and experience. I love Thailand also. I thought
Oh
it
yeah,
was wonderful.
we went there too. We went to Bangkok and Chiang Mai.
Oh, I was in Chiang Mai too.
What are some of your hobbies?
Rock and ice climb is a really big hobby. I'm a big collector of antique vintage trims. I'm a passementerie. But what I'm most known for are my headpieces at the Easter Promenade on Fifth Avenue at Easter time. I make elaborate headpieces and
Wow.
crowns, taking me back to my childhood when I loved wearing, wanting to be Miss America. I live on the Upper West Side of New York City. I take a pedicab down there. And so the pedicab drivers know me. My headpieces take 30 hours. They're made with vintage flowers. And so that's like a big hobby of mine.
I love your passion, how passionate
Yeah,
you are.
I'm not a half-assed person.
I
have
can
a lot of
tell.
passion.
I can tell.
It's so important as you go through life not to feel jaded. Like your talent
Yeah.
should excite every day that you make a difference in somebody's life. But I will tell you that a portrait is something that lives in your life forever. And it doesn't age like you do. So it is a momentous moment in your life if somebody paints your portrait. It's even better if you like it.
I hope you like this one.
I do too. So thank you for finding me on the street.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's
Thank
so
you.
cool.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm dope.
You're so dope. Who was one of the most influential people in your life?
I loved my dad. My dad adored me from the moment I was born.
Wow.
And he loved to show me off, and he made me feel so good about myself, and he helped me with my self-esteem. But he taught me two things that he said to me that I still abide by today. One, no matter who you meet, how important you think they are, whatever it is that they do, just remember one thing: they put their pants on one leg at a time like everybody else. And the other thing that he taught me that I also live by is that in life it's very important to always have plans and to create something to look forward to, like traveling
Yeah.
or having a party or a celebration. Every day that you get up, you're planning and looking forward to something, and that's how your life evolves, and you take those chances, and that is how your dreams come true.
I'm inspired. What was your dad's name?
Maurice, you won't believe this, but when he celebrated my birth, they didn't know whether you were a boy or a girl before you were born.
Yeah.
So he had cigars with a blue band,
Yeah.
and he had cigars with a pink band. So he was passing out the cigars with the pink band because I was a girl. I loved my dad. He was a great guy, so kind, and had great values that he shared with me and instilled in me. And I live by those today, when you have a good mentor like that.
All right, if you could give your 18-year-old self advice, what would you tell young Patricia?
Never diminish your being to be in the company of somebody else because they're uncomfortable with your greatness. That, to me, is the secret and most important thing in life.
What message do you think the world needs to hear right now?
That the world should embrace diversity and understand that everybody's blood color is the same color red. Nobody has the right to criticize you, find faults with you, or judge you. And if they do that, then they're making themselves smaller than you are. When people point at me, I think they're admiring me and appreciating who I am. Because otherwise, I certainly don't want to wear their khaki pants and white t-shirt, and sneakers. I look at people and they all look alike, and I'm wondering, what were they thinking? Did they talk to each other before they left the house? They all look alike. It's
Yeah.
odd. I think that's weirder, isn't it? To all look alike than to look different.
Yeah, I agree, of course. All right, Purely Patricia, thank you for sharing your life with me. This is my interpretation of your life.
I love my mountains. This is like looking in the mirror,
Oh, thank
which
you,
I
thank you.
love.
Thank
I'm
you,
looking
thank you.
back at myself.
Thank you.
What
I'm so happy you like
a
it.
wonderful portrait.
Thank you.
so
Thank you, of
much.
course. You inspired me. Thank you. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you.
It's a wrap. I love my portrait. Wait,
Thank you.
look at this. I'm on his left and I'm on his right. Which one is the real one? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank
Great.
you. I'm glad you like
Oh my goodness, look at my lips. Nobody gets my lips right. Mwah.
it. Keep smiling.